we're back for what's pretty much the last of our anime club recordings of the season now.
Oh,
yeah.
shit,
This is it.
Fucking final thoughts final thoughts for not only this anime, but also the season. But first of all, as we have been recently, we're going to start off with a few recommendations, if you have any. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to say something particularly controversial. I think that if you like this, you should go watch Snafu.
Yeah, for the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least as far as I've seen.
You of all people.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Controversial opinion from me.
Controversial to you.
Exactly.
I'm surprised that you let Snafu escape your lips.
I mean, I also think that, you know, there's a few other series that would work well here. You know what would work well here that I feel bad is a lost episode? Was it ReZero?
No,
What was the lost episode? Plastic Memories.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Plastic Memories would have been a good go watch.
I can see that.
Yeah.
If no one else will go, if you like that big, giant, interconnected world, I'm gonna always go recommend your.
No more Fate! We forbid it!
We have maxed out mentions.
Fine, I won't say the F word. Nasuverse!
It's a fucking pile driver.
Oh my. Okay, it's on me then. Pretty much, like, if you already like this universe, just continue on the universe as stated. So, yeah.
I mean, that's fair enough. You could go watch another anime, or you can spend the next 15 hours watching more Toaru.
Yeah. Because there's Accelerator, there's Index,
and there's more
Railgun,
there's
and
a lot.
then there's the games, the mangas, the light novels.
There's a movie, which is
mid-ass movie.
Realm, you got any recommendations from this?
Surprisingly, no. I actually don't have any recommendations to give for this one.
Nah, you know what? That's fair. It's a little bit of an odd one, pacing and place-wise.
I don't think I've seen another anime that's done this. I think you see it a lot more in visual and light novels like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Do you know what this reminds me of? Persona 3.
I can see that, actually. Persona, it does interject with combat more, but like if you were to take the entire Railgun series as a whole and compare it to Persona, I can see that. This is probably the pacing. You know what? I'll say this, because we did see Index and Railgun before we watched the full Persona, and before we did the second try at Persona 3. This is what I wish Persona was paced like for the anime.
Yeah.
This is what I was missing from the first Persona 3 movie.
Mm-hmm.
The other, afterwards, the other ones were kind of like this, actually, though.
Yeah, the 2 through 4 were more...
Yeah, I just didn't
like
think
this.
it worked very well.
One was like, oh, no!
I think it worked great as one large movie. So, okay, so this is our final submission for the season. So this is all we have for now of the Toaru series.
Yep.
I'm ambivalently not negative on the whole.
Which is an improvement, given literally the week before we started watching this, we were watching an anime OP compilation. Index came up and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I literally went, ugh.
So that is a marked improvement.
Very much so. I mean, it's an interesting thing to end the season on, and it's one of those things that we also had Index last season. Did you start Index in season 1, or did you just do 2 submissions last season?
2 submissions, if I remember correctly.
I remember that might have been season 2, though. It's been a bit.
It's
been a hot minute since we've
Well,
been
that's what I mean. No, it was season 2 because it was our 5-episode format.
True, yeah.
So it's been a while. Like, we've been on Toaru for a hot minute now. And that's not a bad thing, you know?
It's definitely going in next season, everybody!
Yeah.
We're at least finishing this. I want to at least finish it.
That's fair.
Fair
That's
enough.
fair. I think my thoughts on the whole in terms of like Toaru is I feel like you could really do with maybe watching these in like alternating or staggered order. Like I'm sure, because it came out that way, like alternating and staggered, I'm sure. And I just feel like E would gain a lot from, like, you know, I am not normally an advocate of swapping yourself around in the timeline. You know, like, I normally hate that shit. You know, like swapping yourself around into different POVs and timelines. But I feel like this might have been a good option.
As someone who did do that, I think it works well enough for the series and it eases out some of the harsher points of the Index adaptations.
If I remember, most people actually recommend, at least for like the first seasons of the 2 series, to actually do that.
Release order, probably?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't really have anything for this, honestly. I mean, at least for me, since I gave this one a meh, at least in that, and I think I gave, I forget, I'm pretty sure I gave both submissions of Index as well mehs.
No, you gave them an approved.
You gave them an approved. I was the only
so
meh.
this is actually a downgrade for me.
Yeah.
So, and the reason I was giving this or those ones approved was sort of because I figured I would at least enjoy Railgun. We'll have to see like how this changes like when we watch the next set of episodes for Railgun. But at least for what I've seen so far, I don't really like it as much. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out to see if that turns my opinion back around. But for right now, at least for me, this is a bit of a downgrade, at least as far as the series goes, as far as the structuring is concerned, and also didn't get as much character development as I would have liked. So, yeah.
I think that's fair. We have no anime to draw for the next week because we are, in fact, at the end of our season.
Now, do we tell them here, or do we force them to go watch our tier list?
Well, we're going to do this a bit half and half, right? So, we will have a tier list coming out talking about this season, what our overall scores are, you know, what awards we win and that sort of thing, and you should definitely go check out that video. We do one every season, so if you want, like, a quick summation of, like, our general thoughts about everything we watch and whether or not we have shit taste or not, that's where you're going to find it. Also, some more general thoughts on, like, the whole season. But at the same time, you're also going to see a rasher of Ghibli episodes coming up soon. So we really hope that you enjoy all of those.
Do we know what the first Ghibli is going to be?
Yes. Next week, you guys will be seeing a 2-part review of Castle in the Sky.
So Realm and Vorn aren't going to be here for these, most likely.
Yeah. They're other content, so. But they're going to be a very similar style to the way that we're reviewing our regular anime, just in 2 parts instead of 3.
Yes, sorry if you miss us.
And then we will announce what our first anime of next season is at the end of the
tier list, I guess?
Yep, at the end of the tier list. And maybe at the end of the last Ghibli. I'm not sure yet.
We'll figure out how mean we are.
Yeah, so keep an eye out. Hey, if we hit 500 subscribers before then, maybe we'll announce it on the channel. Maybe. Because we'll have access to the community tab then.
Yeah. Honestly, that would be great.
Yeah, the community tab would really help, especially with the Fate content. So, like, comment, subscribe!
Thank you for 3 years of this
Holy
by now?
fucking shit. Yeah, 3 goddamn years.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's been a fucking wild ride.
Everybody, bow to the Fate weeaboos.
No.
They are literally all that is fueling our channel, my friends.
No, I refuse.
So we'll see you back next season, actually, as a group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, comment.
Subscribe some more, I guess.
Try harder, everyone.
No.